We decided to take parental leave quite early on. We'd heard that the legislation was going to come through and we wanted to take advantage of it, so we waited to plan our family until it had come through. One of the main factors that made that decision early on was that we're both feminists and we wanted to try and both look after our child. We felt that the role of the man and the woman in a heterosexual relationship was important, interchangeably important, and so we wanted both of those individuals to take a role in the raising of our child.
I think I decided to take shared parental leave just so I could help out more, because I felt that because it was our first child, I felt it was a life-changing thing, and just to get the 2 weeks paternity and then go back to work, as many people do, kind of didn't feel like enough.
Simon is able to support our child. He's able to soothe the child in much the same way as myself. I would say that our roles with our little daughter exactly the same, except I breastfeed. That's the only difference between us.
Yeah, I struggle with that.
The way that we decided how to split our shared parental leave changed throughout the time. So we had a very clear idea at the beginning, before I gave birth, that what we wanted to do was have 3 months together so that we could be there to bond with the child from the start. And then I would go back to work full time and Simon would continue the rest of the shared parental leave as a full-time father until a point where he may or may not quit work to be able to continue that full-time father role. However, after we gave birth and we just started on this journey, we quickly decided that we wanted more time with her. We wanted to take full advantage of the time that we had, and it has been life-changing, I would say. It's the longest time that we've ever spent together, and we've got a lot closer, as well as bonding with our child. So we've bonded as a family.
So I'd say it's really good, and it's allowed me to take some time off to be with Lizzie and our daughter, and then I decided that I would quit work and be the main caregiver, and that Lizzie would go back to work. And I think that would have been more difficult for me to have done that had I not been able to use shared parental leave.
For me, I think this policy has allowed us to make some very major decisions about the way that we want to live our lives, and so that we don't just live to work, but rather work to live. And so we've had to be we've put together a way of living so that we can sustain Simon staying off work. We're in an NCT group, and when we compare ourselves to other families, I think we've had less stress. I think we've had less worries. I think we've got a very beautiful baby girl who is very calm usually, and we get a lot of comments that from the health visitors, that she's a very calm baby, happy baby. And I'd like to think that a lot of that has come because she's got two parents who are there all the time, very attentive parents, and are very, we're happier because we've got each other around.